what is going on today? Happy, what is today? Thursday? Pre-Friday, shall we say. How are you doing today? Soren, what's going on? Christine is in here, dropping in, hanging out with us in the morning. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well and have been having a great freaking week. I know I've been having a fairly good week. It was a little rough last week. I wasn't feeling the best. Had to go to the dentist on Tuesday. Had some stuff to take care of there. Just a filling replacement. They say your teeth look really good, man. Everything looks good. Everything is on point, and you're ready to go. Woo! Just got an exam and all that stuff. Had to go back, and then when they shot into my mouth, they put some deadening agent in there, and it, like where they went through some muscle. Really hurt the first day, but I am much better today. Back and at full strength. Woo! Love it, my friend. How are you doing today, Christine? How's your week going? Hopefully you're doing well. If you're watching the show later, and you're watching the VOD, hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy, and I wish you the best for you and your family. Coming here for 3D stuff. I hope your creative journey is going amazing. It is a beautiful day in this neighborhood, let me tell you. Got some more work done, did a ton of work yesterday on a particular character for the visual novel, and he came along a little better than I thought. He's a very, 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 very old Daz Studio character that I brought in. I basically bought a mesh, which is a fighter pilot suit. It wasn't rigged or anything. It was just like a 3D object, and then I rigged it as clothing to the character, and looks pretty good. There are little issues here and there, but in general, I think for the first episode, since I'm not using that character heavily, he'll be sitting in the cockpit of an F-14. I think he's good to go. But as time goes on, if I continue to use that particular model, I will have to do some more work on it. But I think for the first episode, he is A-okay. Woo! Beautiful day in this neighborhood, it certainly is. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. Felicia, what is going on? Oh my God, she's here, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Felicia, beautiful, awesome, amazing friend of mine. Thank you for coming in. How are you doing? How are you doing, Felicia? Let me give you a woo right there just to start off the day, shall we? Yes, I am. I feel happy. Just got a new, a parrot. Not sure, I'm not familiar with that parrot, but I love me some parrot, right? Yesterday, and Felicia, I believe, loves her some parrot too, right? I love me some African grays. I love any kind of parrot. Woo, Kato, what is going on? Can I say your previous name because I know who you are? Tactical sneak in here with a different name, thinking that I am going to think you're someone else that you're not. What is going on, man? Kato is in here. Of course, you're someone else now. You've changed your name, but I remember your old identitas. How would you pronounce, I would say kayak, KQ? I don't know. I got so many exciting things. Awesome, Felicia, talk to us about it in the chat. And if there's anything you'd like me to show my audience, I would be happy to show them in Blender, Get some free goodies. No, just kidding. Stop. I had budgies growing up. I love me some budgies. I had like a few budgies growing up as I went through. I think the first budgie was high school, maybe. I think was it high school? I don't remember. I had a few budgies. I had one. I went to the grocery store one time, and there was I was going in the entranceway, between the outside, and then you have another set of doors to the inside, and there was a budgie sitting on the Coke machine, like the soda machine. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with that? And I think it got out of somebody's house, or they let him go or something like that. I had no idea who it belonged to. It was in the grocery store, man. He's trying to get him some grub is what he was doing. So I took him home and took care of him for the rest of his life. And I already had one budgie was kind of white colored, and he was like blue and white. And I had him, I fed him, and he stayed with me for the rest of his life. Yep. So I got so many exciting things. I love it. What are you up to, Felicia? Talk to the commander. He's listening. I certainly am. Let me tell you something. I have a new character. Did you guys see this, right? You're good. My old identitas is no secret, but Kato going forward, yeah. Hope you're doing freaking awesome, man. It is so good to see you, man. It's been a while since we talked. I'd love to catch up with you because I always had great conversations about life and all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the world. So hope we can do that sometime. It'd be great to catch up with you. But yeah, congratulations on the new, I guess, rebranding, is it? And you are working with, I guess, Thanara on some stuff, right? What is going on, Rainbow Unicorn Princess? Woo! How's it going today? How is Rainbow Unicorn Princess? Is that my best friend in here in chat? Rainbow Raspberry, right? Have I got the right person? Or is that Princess Paisley? I don't know. The amazing Mad Viking King, is that our friend, our common friend here in the chat? Is? He's not in chat. He's our amazing friend. They are very sweet. That parrot. Let me take a look at that parrot. I don't know that particular parrot. I might have seen him before. I like lovebirds. My mom had a peach face lovebird when I was in high school. She had it for quite some time. I like the black mask lovebirds too. I always wanted a black mask. Never got one. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks like a, let's go to the front lines. Let's go on in, all right? And I go. Going in. All right, here it is. He probably is somewhat bigger, I would say, than a lovebird, but looks very similar to the style of a lovebird. I don't know, is he bigger? He kind of looks like a lovebird to me, but a different color, you know? Not like the typical color of your lovebird. What color is the head? Is it black or is it tactical? I call this tactical. Tactical. He's got a beret. He's a very tactical parrot. And your flaunt it, let it show, sister. Colors, bright colors on it. I also love the kike. I don't know how you say it. Kaiku? But yeah, you've got them flying around in your backyard, right? They just come over and get grub from you and hang out with you. It's an amazing place. I want to go visit. I want to visit you sometime. Down under. So it was good. Yeah, a good catch up would be nice. It really would. Yep, working on joint project rather than us both doing our individual things feels good. That is awesome. No, Paisley. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a friend, Rainbow Raspberry, from the amazing, back when I was on Twitch. I don't stream too much there, a little bit, every now and then, to say hello, you know? But I find the 3D stuff is really cool to hear. I've met some amazing, you know? Like our friend in here, Felicia, who is an amazing, incredible, fantastic artist, who has given me some stairs, some procedural stairs. That was next level. I was happy to go over to your channel and promote your stuff. Well, actually, you know, say, hey, I've used this and I know these stairs and railings are absolutely, they're very yummy, right? So, how are you, Commander? I missed you. Hey, I missed you too, sister. I really have. I am doing well. I wasn't feeling too well early last week. I had to get filling replaced because I had my 6-month checkup. No cavities or anything. The dentist is like, man, your teeth are really good. You know, your gums are healthy and all that stuff. You take care of yourself. She said everyone that's come in today has had gum disease. I'm like, good God. That's not good. I mean, it's good for me, but everyone who's come in here. So she was like, yeah, your teeth look good and everything like that. They had to replace a filling that was kind of deteriorating, I guess. It's about 20 years old. And they're like, let me replace that. And they shot me with the Novocaine or whatever. And it hurt, man, where she stabbed in there. It was like tore through some muscle. And it was pretty sore that day. And it kind of like hurt that day. And like when I ate, it was like somebody was like jabbing a needle in there. But it's much better now. So thankfully it's a small to medium sized parrot. Okay, so probably it's probably bigger than a lovebird, right? Bigger than a lovebird. Lovebirds are relatively small, right? Not budgie small, but they're cockatiel. They've got bigger beaks and stuff. Cockatiel. I had a cockatiel also at one point in time. So it's so good to see you again, bro. It's been a while. It has been quite a while, Princess Paisley. How has everything been in your world? How is everything going with all your asses? All right, talk to the commanders, yes. I think it's pronounced Kaik. Is that what Kaik? Is that how you say it? Okay. I know there's tons of different parrots out there. My friends had a conure, bigger conure, black mask with a black face, and then had another one too. I don't remember what. I think it was a cockatiel or cockatoo. Big ass cockatoos, right? But that's awesome, man. Congratulations on your joint work with your amazing with Zanara, the amazing Zanara, right? Yeah, it's fantastic. I love to catch up with you. Woo! I'd love to catch up with all you guys. Thank you so much for coming by, right? It's so good to see you again too, Paisley. Hope your world is going well. Now, I don't know because I had some issues with Blender, or actually I had some issues last time with streaming. Okay, I think everything looks good right now. Streaming settings, analytics, stream health, everything looks good. It suggests to lower your bit rate, man, because it's too damn high. I think I had problems, video problems, like encoding issues, I think, with our streams the last time, and I think everything looked good. I have blistering fast internet, gigabit up and down. Ping was super low, right? Everything was amazing. And I looked at my graphics card, not a huge amount of memory being used, not a bunch of taxing on the graphics card, low GPU for use. So I'm like, I don't know what could be going on. But I did see that after I was done streaming, I realized, oh, there's a new device driver update, firmware device driver update for my graphics card. And I updated that, and so far it looks okay. Fingers crossed. I hope it stays there. Things are going good. Enjoying the warm weather before the snow flies and preparing for winter. Yes. You know, it's been interesting because it hasn't been too cold where I am, and up in the Northeast, right? You know, in the Pennsylvanias. So it gets cold in the wintertime, but it's been relatively mild, you know. My wife walks to work. I walk to work with her. Nice brisk walk in the morning. Been working out, doing my Power 90 every morning. And it's been good, man. Getting in shape, eating well. Things are good. Things are absolutely fantastic. Great today. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was working on this character here. I was excited because things started falling together with them, right? And Kato, thank you so much for being here, man. It's really good to see you. How is Zanara doing? I hope she's doing well, Sister Zanara. Sister Zanara, I love her to death. So I hope she's doing well. And you can tell her I love her to death. And love you guys, love you too, and everything's going. Yo way, sis, right? Hope it's good. Alicia, thank you for coming in here today too. She's got so many exciting things coming up. Remember, you promised me a job. I don't forget. I'm old, but I don't forget. I want that job. You know I'm playing with you mostly, and maybe a little bit. Maybe not too much. Alicia, we love you. So everything's good, right? Hey, I'm happy to see you too, Princess Paisley. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with us, right? I really do massively appreciate that. I love doing these live streams because, you know, I love streaming. I love hanging out with people. Even when I was over on Twitter, you know, I loved Twitch. I loved hanging out with you people, and everyone, you know, that would come by the show. Gaming was a way for me to connect with people and present my brand. I'm not too much of a gamer, so the gaming, I could take it or leave it. I just wanted to sit and hang out with you guys. But now I kind of found my purpose or whatever, because I actually really, really enjoy 3D work more than gaming. There's nothing wrong with gaming. It's just not my thing. Terribly much. Every now and then there's a game, you know, I played some old school games. I played Star Trek 25th Anniversary from 1991 recently. I played Police Quest. Have you guys heard of that? Really old games. From like the late 80s, early 90s. They revamped them. That was fun. You basically play a police officer going around and that was awesome. I mean, I've got tons of games people have bought me, and I've got Mass Effect from my EA friends. I got Mass Effect Remastered. I haven't even started that yet. I use all my time and effort for Blender. My processing power in GPU is dedicated to Blender, right? What I would like to do, oh my God, I'd like to go to the Blender conference. I watched videos of that, and I'm like, man, it's like for me, going to the Blender conference would be like for a dedicated streamer or gamer going to TwitchCon. I'd love to go to BlenderCon in Europe. I think it's held in Europe. But it looked amazing. All the new stuff they're coming there. They're revamping, or the plans are to revamp. I don't know if you guys saw some of those BlenderCon videos. Those were sexy. There was one that was specific to rigging and animation, which are two of my favorite things. You know, not so much modeling and sculpting. I leave that up to the professionals like Felicia and others, and then I just buy them to use. I'll leave it to the experts. I just want to tell stories, okay? And I want to do tell some amazing stories. And I want to share those stories with them. I want to bring things to life. If I have to modify things, like this character is heavily modified. He is a Michael 3. Let me show you how sexy. You're gonna love it. I love the way he looks. Now this is a model. It was a mesh, unrigged, unconnected to a character or anything. Just a blank mesh. Very well done. From an amazing artist that I have been in touch with on the CG Traders, right? And this is a character from Daz Studio. Let me hide a 3 of them. This is a character from Daz Studio, okay? Most of him has been deleted underneath the clothing because you're not gonna see him under the clothing. He is a Michael 3, which is an extremely old character. From back like 2002. I think he existed before Daz Studio existed, back when they were doing stuff with Poser. He works in Daz Studio. I bought him because I was doing my MRU Chronicles, and there was these cool Starship uniforms that fit a Michael 3. So I bought Michael 3. And then I brought him in here, connected him up. That helmet was on his head. I removed that. I hid his the hoses that. Now, I'm not so sure about the helmet because, and look at that, I put the squadron patch on. Oh, I modified the texture maps right. So that is the actual F-301. And then you rotate around, and I put the Tomcat logo on there. A cat logo. That too. And put him. So it's Michael 3 in there. It's fully rigged and ready to go. And yeah, so he's in this scene over here. I don't know if you thought I should. Over here, and I've got him in right here. Basically, what I'm doing is, as I get these characters done, up of my visual novel, and this is a visual novel that is not like interactive. It's more of a Japanese style, like some Japanese visual. They were both. Some of them have gameplay, you know, minimal gameplay, and some of them are just like shows. And that's what that's going to be. It's going to be like so. Zanara is doing good. We both are. Thanks. She's napping right now, living life. Woo! Love to hear it, my friend. Absolutely love to hear it. I hope that continues. Both of you. Okay. So I created this scene in Blender. That is a plane with some concrete texture on there. I'm going to have to modify. I did some beveling to it as you go through. I need to put some more beveling on it to make it look thick. Probably stain it up in some areas, go into the texture map. That. Don't know if you're too far from your mic, but you cut it out a little bit. Okay, let me try this. Thank you for letting me know. Is that a little bit better? It could be. It could be. Are you hearing me okay now that I'm speaking a little bit louder? I thought I had it set up, but you know, they've completely revamped OBS Studio. And for a while, it was like, you know, I couldn't hear any of, like, when I was monitoring my scenes and stuff, I couldn't hear them. And then all of a sudden I could, and I didn't do anything, right? Yeah, let me know if you still hear it, man. Am I doing okay? You still hear me? Let me take a look at my microphone. Yeah, it looks like it's working okay. And, yeah, probably cutting in and out a little bit. Maybe the gate I have on there, the noise gate too, could be affecting it a little bit, I guess, you know? But yeah, let me know if you hear it okay. Could be the distance or whatever, but it was working fine before. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe the noise gate. I'm trying to cut out because I've got a fan in here that's blowing. I'm kind of trying to keep it off the microphone so you guys don't hear it sound like I'm in a wind tunnel. Okay. So, woo, what is going on? Hey, Alora, how are you doing? My friend, and as you know, you guys know this, Kato did a voice in the MRU Chronicles first episode that you'll see here on my channel. He was Commander Jarok, who you'll hear in there. And Ilura was second officer of the MRU, Ming Xiaohuai. She did the voice of Ming Xiaohuai in that episode. I am still working on the MRU Chronicles, okay? What I want to do is I want to keep pushing myself to get better and better and better at both rigging and animation. Now, as far as like modeling, I might do some of that, but I'm going to leave the heavy lifting up to people that are really good at it. I like animating. I like bringing characters to life. I like using people's assets and bringing them in, and using them. And that's what I did here. And I'm good at figuring and solving tough technical difficulties. So that's what I did here. So, and modification for what I need. Now, there is a few issues. This was the commanding officer. This is from left to right. This is my supervisor. He was the full-time active duty supervisor of all aviation ordnance, kind of like the supervisor, the head of. There was a reservist that was under him that was over us, but he's going to be in our story. This is a chief petty officer here. I got all of their rates up right, so they have not only the correct rank, but the rate on their shoulder. Next to them is Sister Sarah. She was a plane captain. She brought the fighters in, fueled them up, got them started, took off. She was really good at her job. She was also a really good cook. They all were. And then there's me. Woo! My version of me right there, who you'll hear me voice in MRU Chronicles. This is about my past life back when I was doing, playing Navy weekends, right? Weeks of year. I will also have an episode where I'm on a carrier, the Carl Vincent. Okay? I love creating stories and the process of giving characters personality. Same here, my friend. You and I share that in common, right? And it's really good to see you. Alora, how are you doing? I know we talked a little bit after you got back from your appointment, your stuff you were doing. How's everything in your world? I hope you're doing well. Things are going good with you. And then we did our commanding officer over here. CO, he was a pilot, a commander, full like officer commander. This was a clothing that I bought from the same artist who did these flight deck clothing. It's actually an F-35 pilot. Of course, they didn't exist back in 1993. So that helmet is not time period accurate. I may change it. They have more time period accurate helmets that I can buy for about $20 on CG Trader, and I can rig them up to this character. Okay. He is a very, 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 very old character from like 2002. He might be older than some people that watch my show. But his Michael 3, he's a Daz character, rigged him up, got him in the suit. Difficult to do, but I got it working, and he's ready for the first episode. There's some issues here and there, but for the most part, I think he's looking pretty good, A little bit of time and effort. Worked on him yesterday, got him up, and then I did a promotional. And also, I'm on ArtStation, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I'm on ArtStation over here. Check it out. Check out my ArtStation. Support me over there, right? Because I'm like an ArtStation. I'm good. Not a lot going on. How are you? I got a lot going on, but I'm good too. I'm good too. But it's a lot of good stuff going on itself, and maybe potentially looking for employment as an animation, maybe like a junior animator or stuff. I don't have a ton of experience, but I am really freaking good at solving technical difficulties. Really doing good when I'm stubborn, and when I want something to work, I will make it work. Good at that. I really am. And I think it comes from my past life as a software engineer. I'm just stubborn as hell, right? So yeah, that's the commanding officer right there, and I got that set up. Now, one of the things, all right, is, and I thought we might go shopping together. The other thing is I've got to put his rank on his collar there. I thought it might, actually, we need to put it on his shoulder. 3 girls in chat, Remove. Pornhub's better. Okay. Go. Let's go ahead and we just... Oh, hide user in this channel. There we go. All right, so, oh geez. I know, right? What is going on, everybody? My God bless you all. Woo! How are you doing, my friend? UAB in here hanging out with us today. How's everything going in your world, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see you in here in the channel, hanging out, right? Hope you're doing well, and your week is going good, right? I've been trying to figure out how to use the weapon systems of an F-26B. What is that? Is that, never heard of that fighter before. Must be a European model. I'm only familiar with the US model. That's what I was... Well, I know the F-35 and European countries use them. And F-45A is more complicated than I thought with all the different targeting systems. Are you doing DCS? What is that? Digital Combat Simulator? Is that it? DCS? You know what I'm talking about? It's like the most like lifelike, real, accurate, like really, it's the closest thing to flying a fighter. And there's like people that put videos up. Geez, have you seen like, there's one guy that is built the cockpit of an FA-18 for DCS. It's crazy, man. But it's awesome. It looks cool, man. Hey, it's a hobby. You enjoy it. You got the money to spend on it. Go ahead and do it, right? Those must be European fighters. I've never heard of them. We're gonna get on Volto. Oh, in VR. Yeah, dude, that's next level right there, you know? You're over there in the metaverse, flying through the metaverse. What are you doing right there, man? It's like a semi... Okay. Are those just planes they have that are in that simulator? They sound like they're futuristic models. So maybe it's a little bit futuristic or something like that, because those number designations don't. You have the FA-18, which I worked on, and the F-14. So those sound far more advanced. But what I'm doing, okay, is I want to take and I want to put his commander rank on his shoulder there. I think we'll, you know, or maybe his look right there. Put the commander. Got to put the rank up. I'm putting the rank on us, and I need to put the rank on him too, right? Might be, I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard of those fighter aircraft. Unless they're some kind of European model or they're from some other country, I've never. I think the Chinese J-20, which is it's a sort of like an their version of the F-22, you know? The Chinese have a Top Gun rip-off movie coming out, but it looks actually kind of fun. It looks like, oh, okay, I'd love to see that. I hope they don't ban it. It'd be kind of cool. So, yeah, so the other thing is I want to go shopping for an F-14. Now, this F-14 I have is very, very old. And as you can see, the texture map is a little bit... I think it's a very old model, and it works good for, like, distance background, but I want to be close up to the F-14s. We're going to be close up, so I want a really good F-14 model. This would work great for the background. So yesterday I was shopping for an F-14, and I found one. It's quite expensive, but it's made for Blender, and it looks absolutely freaking epic. It's just like I remember working on it. It's based on the F-16. I think it's not real. It's not real, but it's something they made for the game, I think, as a futuristic kind of thing. Maybe it's a planned replacement, possibly, for the F-16. I don't know. Take a look. Never heard of it. I know it doesn't exist. It sounds like, because it's FA, like an FA-18. F-26. It may be some kind of planned upgrade. No, is a playable twin-engine multi-role fighter being the second aircraft to be added. Oh, to Voltor via VR. Okay. So I think it's just it's a plane for the game. It looks kind of like an F-22. Okay. It's just these planes are made for the game. Yeah, I thought so. But that's cool though. I think it's fun. You don't have to have real. That's neat. VTOL VR, right? VTOL VR. Yeah. Where's the picture, damn it? Yeah. That looks similar to China's J-20. Sort of. The Chinese put the front, what do you call those front control surfaces? They do that on a lot of their planes. Yeah, there's the J-20. That's an actual real plane. And I think, oh man, it looks like, well, it's a single engine though. But it looks like it's kind of taken from the J-20. It's a single engine J-20, but that's actually a real plane that the Chinese, the Generation 5. So it looks like, kind of like they modified that. Looks like a drone, yeah, sort of. It really does, right? So yeah, it looks like a single engine J-20. That's interesting. That's cool, man. But UAB, how have you been? How's everything in your world? Hope you're doing well. Kato's in here hanging out with us. Alora's in here, spending time with us today. I'm glad it's looking good. Thank you, Alora. If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, but Alora, thank you so much. I'd love to catch up with you sometime. I know we haven't done that in quite some time. Enjoy it. So yeah, I'd love to catch up with you sometime. If you're still here, I don't know if you are. That one is VTOL. Oh, okay. It looks like what it is, Kato. It looks like a cross between the Chinese J-20, the real-life Chinese J-20. It looks like what they did is it looks like the love child of a Chinese J-20 and an F-35, the American F-35. Which the American F-35 is VTOL. Yeah, it is VTOL. I think I'd like to try DCS. Yeah, that's a serious game. Yeah, that is like, I think that's like the closest to actually flying a fighter without being a fighter pilot, right? And I know a lot of people play it. I'd love to try it sometime too, but I don't, unlike you, I don't have the flight control. Okay. There's all kinds of flight control for that, but yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. It really does. If I have time, I'd love to do it. And then the F-35, of course, the F-35. So what this looks like is basically a combination of that. It's an F-35 combined with a Chinese J-20. And what you get is a F-45. Now, it would have been funny if they called it the F-55. So you basically take and add the J-20 to the F-35 and make it a 55. So then it's like, okay, but that's what it is. It's basically it's a cross between the J-20 and the F-35. It's got the single engine. Yeah. For the most part. That's what it looks like. Because the F-35, I think, is actually... So yeah, beautiful day in this neighborhood. How are you guys doing today? Talk to the commander. He is listening to your voices, all right? Woo! And Alora, thank you so much for coming in today. I do appreciate it. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah. So there's two things. Let's go shopping. You go shopping with me? That's our pilot. Now I'm going to also have I need to get a helmet. The FJ, there we go. That'd be perfect, man. Just add them together, right? The FJ55. Yeah, that would be perfect. But that's looked like what they did is they just took a J20 and combined it, the J20 with the capabilities of an F-35. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Neat. Neat. Oh, but yeah, they have a Chinese Top Gun, but it's different, and it looks actually pretty fun. It's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out. I'd actually like to see it. I love Top Gun. I love the new Top Gun movie. I saw it 4 times in the theater, and I've never seen a movie 4 times. Now, it could be because nostalgia. I worked on those theaters. Yeah, I may admit. So, he's got a F-35, those new, just ridiculously, like, VR combat helmet things. So, let's go look. Let's go shopping, because together, we're gonna find them. Woo! Let's look at CG Trade. And thank you for the Patreons that support me the way you do. Out there, oh, Laura. I know you're out there. Thank you for the Patreon. Yes, I saw it 4 times. I saw it twice in digital, the regular movie theater. I saw it once in IMAX. I got that one for free. And then I went to watch it in 4DX. You know what 4DX is? It's a simulator theater. Basically, the seats move. You have, like, wind. They throw fog in the theater. They have water that squirts up from the seats. So, like, when you're at sea, water's hitting you. Dude, it was next level. I absolutely loved it. So cool. Especially at the end of the movie where they're doing, like, you know, all that stuff. Like, the last action scene. Dude, it was crazy, man. I was all over the place. That was crazy. I think the guy next to me, like, started to hurl. He stuffed himself full of that $500 popcorn, large popcorn, with the $40 butter on it, $50 butter. And he was about to hurl, man. It's no joke, man. They don't have seatbelts on those things, but it was crazy, right? You can do the canyon mission from Top Gun. Oh, that's cool. I'm learning the weapon systems, then I'm doing it for sure. That's cool. So, do they have real fighters in there too, like the FA-18s they used, the Super Hornets? And then, do they have regular fighters also? That sounds like it would be amazing. It was amazing, dude, and I'm glad I was able to. And the funny thing it wasn't. I thought it would be like super, like $50 a seat or whatever, but actually it wasn't a whole lot more. I think it was like $23 or something like that, and a regular IMAX was like $16, $17. So it wasn't a lot more than a like, it wasn't tremendously more than like IMAX. So I'm like, dude, it's like, this isn't actually as much as I thought it would be. Yeah, they only have select theaters that have 4DX. Fortunately, the one I went to was about 40 minutes away. It's just those 2 planes. Okay. Apparently they're making fictional planes for it, which is fine. That's cool, you know? It'd be cool if they add real planes in there too, but if they don't, hey, it's fighters, fun, you know? So let's go ahead and look. Okay, I was gonna go to pilot helmet. I was gonna get a more, maybe buy a more, and thank you guys for the support of Patreons. It's allowing me to fund this video. For you guys out there. I don't do a lot of the Patreon. I should do more than I'm doing. I need to get in there and do a lot more than I'm doing. So, but there it is. Interested in checking it out. I haven't uploaded anything in a long time, but I'm using everything that I get from there to put money into visual novels and stuff I'm doing. There's a reason behind stuff like that. Where's my chat, man? Lost every damn thing. Beautiful day in this neighborhood. Woo! Beautiful, right? So, yeah. So this was basically right here. No. This was... this guy is the one I bought. Albin on CG. And, he's also on ArtStation. I need to follow him on ArtStation. He's got a lot of cool stuff. This is the one I bought. It wasn't rigged or anything. I had to rig it up to get that. With the character in it, put the Tomcat, and put the squadron pack and stuff, and I need to put his rank on there. Modify the texture maps. But that's it right there. Really good looking up. Like. Very sexy. Good looking outfit. So that's it. It's really high polygon. But of course the hair of the character is super, super high polygon, which I may take off because they're going to be wearing helmets in the first episode of the visual novel. So, yeah. But that's cool, man. Well, do you have like a what VR headset do you have? Kato Fury. What VR headset do your waist have? So I bought that one. Really good deal. Look at that, $35. What? It's $13. I got robbed, man. I bought that the other day. More money. And then I bought the flight deck clothing, which you see these characters here. Of course, I put the squadron patch and the rank on it. I did that myself. And fit, if you're familiar with Dev Studio, this is a Genesis 2 named model called Gabriel. And then this one is the Quest 2. Okay, I'm not even familiar with the VR stuff. But it's hooked up to your computer, right? How it works? Yes? No? That's cool, man. How do you like it? How do you like the VR headset? Does it work pretty seamlessly? Like when you're in the cockpit, it's pretty smooth and everything? Like, oh, you know, got that beastly PC, right? So this is Genesis 2, particularly a named Genesis 2 is Gabriel. It's supposed to be like, I think, a teenager, but he looks older here, which is good. This is right here a base Genesis 3 right here. I messed with their skin textures and their eye colors and stuff, but this is a base Genesis 3. Sarah, this is a Gabriel, base Genesis 2 male Gabriel. This is a base Genesis 3 male. This is Sarah is a base Genesis 8 female. And me, who I'm going to portray, is a base Genesis 8 male. And the commanding officer is a Michael 3. Very, very old. Gabriel's pretty old. He's a little bit older. Genesis 8 is newer. Of course, they have Genesis 8 and Genesis 9 that just come out that look amazing. I tried to bring into Genesis 9, but I had problems with the eyelashes. Even when I merged them with the character, I don't know, there's something about the eyelids and the eyelashes that's creating a problem. So I didn't pursue trying to bring, and it sucks because everything else about the Genesis 9 worked fine except for this is a Michael 3. He was tedious. He's not quite set up for working so nicely the way I do with Genesis 8. Genesis 3 was pretty good. Genesis 2 was a little bit, didn't have all the teeth separated into separate vertices, but he was fairly easy. Genesis 1 looked like it might be an issue and I have more work to do. Michael 3 definitely quite a bit of work. But I love the look of Michael. Very old, but I absolutely love him. He is really cool. I just love the look of that character, even though he's old, very old. I can look it up on my PC or run it wirelessly. Oh, okay, it's super smooth. I will show you sometime if you. Okay, yeah, swing by where your YouTube channel or your Twitch channel. Is that where you stream it? You stream the flight simulator sometimes with Zanara. That's cool. Yeah, but so let's go shopping. I was going to look for a pilot helmet. I think here, these look really good. Yeah, 39 now. Not bad though. I mean, I do like them. I would change the textures. And you guys follow the Blender conference? Man, what they were talking about with some of the new ideas for rigging. Okay, yeah, man, definitely. What's the joint Twitch? And I'll put it up here in chat. Don't bother putting it up in your chat. YouTube's just going to delete it. But if you send it to me through Discord, I'll put it up in here. Is it just Zanara's channel? This looks really good. It's a little, like, jagged here, but I think that's probably because it doesn't have subdivision on it. This is more time period specific helmet. It'd be great for this character. Normal. That may be UV mapping. Your bump map or your normal map? I don't know what that is. Maybe the UV map? Looks good, man. Blue Angels! Woo! Pretty cool, man. Look, he's in a parking garage. He's using an HDRI for that. Good, man. Let me put that in the old... I don't know how to save this to... I'm going to add it to cart. Then what I can do in the cart is I can say... save it to... like, save for later. I wish you could save for later here, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to see that, man. I'd love to see you do that. Thank you, dude. Oh, Zan and Kato. Did she just rename her channel, or did you do that? Let me go ahead and put that in chat. I have it. Yeah, there's Twitch. It's the first time I've been on Twitch in a while. Oh, man. But, yeah, so we're going to come over here. On time 100%. It's very active. That's good. I like that. I like responsive people. I like working with artists and buying things from artists to support them, right? So, oh, it's a whole new one. Okay, all right. Well, shit. Okay, let me go back. Let me just go ahead and slap a follow on there. Right? There you go. Awesome, man. Very good. I went ahead and subbed to it, or followed, sorry. Fresh start. There you go, man. Sometimes you got to do that, right? I'd like... beautiful day in this neighborhood, you know? So... No. I've seen some helmets. Maybe they... Oh, this one's... Not the shape, though. It's a little bit different. I mean, it looks fine, but I'm looking for more of a different style. Not bad. Bad. I mean, it doesn't have to be super accurate. I could use the F-35 helmet. Like, this one right here would be really good. Yeah, that looks nice. I like Sketchfab because it can actually go and actually look at the model and rotate it around. Well, Sanaja. And that's pretty cheap too. And I can always update the textures as well. You know, I can do that, right? Some of those models are so neat. Yes, they are, man. Have you ever been to these places like CG Trader and some of the most expensive and detailed models? If they have like CG Trader, Sketchfab, Turbo Squid, you can basically buy models. A lot of them are royalty free, but you have to be careful. Some of them are not. Some of them are like editorial license, which you can make critiques of it, but you can't necessarily use it in your work. A lot of them on that I've seen on like the F-14s that I'm looking at are like editorial, which means you can't necessarily use them. Although I have reached out to some of the artists and they're like, yeah, go ahead and use them if I get permission. One artist was like, you can use it if you're not going to be making money off it. It's like, okay, what if I am making money and I pay you more for the model? And they never responded after that. I guess that's a no. So I'm like, okay, all right. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't you know, lean, kind of, no problems. I have enough issues trying to get, you know, all the 3D stuff working. I don't need to get into it. You know, legal battle with anybody. So this is looking pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and put that in the cart. Sanaja. Go over here. I just leave it in the cart for right now. So yeah, have you ever been to Let's go look at Sketchfab. Sketchfab's really cool, man. Been to Sketchfab. Kato, and thank you so much for coming by, man. It's always good to see you. Sketchfab. Actually, no. Check this out. Oh man, I want this F-14 so bad. It's got an editorial license on it. That's another thing. I want to buy a more visually... These F-14s aren't bad. Just close up, it's more of like a background model. So I have the rights to use that. I purchased it. So what I did is I created an array of those in Blender to minimize basically impact on resources rendered. And but it doesn't look the best close up. You know, the artist did a good job with it, but it's more kind of like a background. So let me show you. I can download that one. I'd like the canopy to be see-through, but I could work with that material in Blender. I don't care if it's animated, but I want it to have movable parts so that I can basically rig it myself. This is what I like about CG Trader. That is what I look at like. I can change the texture map to put the arrow in the back for the squadron. Oh wow! Download model. So he's basically making this available. CC attribution. I'll take it. I will give you credit if I use it, man. Does it have a Blender one? OBJ, PLTF, which is gaming. PLB, not familiar with it. USDZ. It's got OBJ, so let's download that one. Man, if he's gonna let me use it, man, I'll give him full credit for it, right? I am impressed with your 3D journey. I struggled and realized I couldn't add that skill to my repertoire just yet. I am just determined to make some amazing stuff that I hope really touches the lives of a lot. I really want it to become really super popular. Sure, I'd love to make $1 million or whatever, but it's more impacting lives positively that exist in the world today. That may be going through struggles and stuff. I know you've heard my story. Repertoire. Yeah, repertoire. I knew what you meant. I can't spell it either, so don't worry about it. Repertoire. Okay, let's put assets. We're going to go 3D. I did find a free FA-18 that I'll be using later on because I wasn't an FA-18 student. It's a fun story I have from my time in Louisiana. An F-14s, FA-18, FA-18 right? So what I'm going to do is go to, and thank you so much for the kind words, man. I'm working really hard. I love 3D. I would have loved to gone to the Blender conference, but dude, that video, they're completely going to put, within the next 3 years, I think the plan is to, by 2025, to have a completely different revamped, or a completely revamped rigging and animation system in Blender. Repeater. So I can shoot the word. There we go. Repeater. There you go, man. Woo! But if you're new to the channel, please feel free to come in and talk to us, man. We'd love to hang out with you and talk to you too. But I'm going to put vehicles, fighters, Blender. Let's put this one in here. We'll just call it like 2. And then we'll save that. Okay. And then what we'll do is go show in folder. And I will create a notepad. What I like to do is put a notepad there. And I like to add the name. Do this thing called credits. And so that I give the credit to that person. Right here. What I'll do is just save that. And then I'll get their credit here, and I'll get their CC attribution, copy credits, and I'll paste it in here so I know what to put in the description when I get my visual novel. There, right? And then we'll go to File, Save As, and we're going to put that under Fighters, Team, Blender 2, And yeah, save it right there. So that will be with the F-14, right? To credits, yeah. So I downloaded that fighter. Sure, you're gonna let me use it for free. I'll take it. I might find use for it. Pilot helmet models. So yeah, everything looks good there. And cool. So yeah, thank you so much for the kind words, man. It's been quite a journey. And the next thing I need to do is I am going into UV editing. And I added these two patches, uniform. What I want to do is, let's go top view. I want to take and add his commander leaf here to each of the shoulders, right? And what I can do to do that, I will go into shirt, pants, right there, get out of edit mode, select shirt and pants, go into edit mode. It gets in the way, doesn't it? That is. I might just put it on his collar, but I was gonna put it like right here. So what I could do is grab that and basically take these and see that's where I need to put the gold leaf right here. So I use basically the UV map to tell me where to put, and I need to put it kind of like oriented like this right here. So I'll need to put the gold, or actually it's silver leaf for a commander right there on his arm. And then the other one will be, so actually we could have go shift, grab this, and let's see where the other one is. Probably down, oh, okay, over here, interesting. Yeah, so probably I think right there is where I need to put, assuming shift, go control, off, and just the top, shift. So yeah, I think it's right there. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Shift and grab that, and it should be right there. I think that's where I need to put the other gold pack. Interesting, different from, but I just use that as a guide to tell me where to go. To kind of helps me when I go into GIMP to edit this map. Then I'll know, okay, based upon what I'm seeing here, I can put, you know, basically open that map and put. Yeah, time is a funny thing too when you're working on something like this. It really is, man, and I really enjoy this. So time flies fast, 50, and I'm kind of worried about being able to get all this stuff out, but I'm not going to stop until it's done. Woo! You put a woo on top of that one, right, Kato? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for that. And then I'm also going to buy a good-looking F-14. So we'll do that. And then also, let's find an F-14. That's what I want to do. Look for an F-14. And a lot of these were like, okay, ooh, there's another one. It has a see-through cockpit. I'm going to download all of them. I'll give attributions to everyone I need to. Now that is quite the texture map. It looks like something from World War II applied to a... Okay. It's pretty fun looking. But it looks like a World War II paint job fighter. On a more recent fighter. Yeah. Really? Is that one free? Now I can change the texture of this to make it more glass-like, right? Do that. Well, it took 7 years for Peter V. Brett write the Boarded Man, and that was a bestseller. Well, yeah, sometimes it just takes a long, and I admire that tenacious, nonstop drive, you know? And that's just writing. You've got to write, model, animate, record voices, send, yes. I've already got the script for the first one. That's that one right there, right? Let's, if anybody's watching, please let me know if you're a sculptor. And you have an F-14 I could buy from you, or one that you would like to sculpt, because I'm not going to say, hey, just do this for me and I'm going to give you credit in my visual novel. I will pay you. Not fair to do that to art on stuff. I might go ahead and just snag this one. It looks pretty good. I don't know if it has a ladder on it. Texture maps look pretty good from a distance, but I'd hold off on it. It's a neat one. Cool. Some of them put these things up here for like sort of like a show and tell to show you what they're working on, but they don't have the ability to download it, and some of them you buy. The really cool F-14, and I'm not saying these aren't cool, they are cool F-14. Whoa, it's got a ladder. Need that for my screen. Okay, you still hear me okay, Kato and the rest of the chat out there? There? Whoa. Got annotation for things. Got the ladder. That's really cool. I like the depth of field on there. USS Nimitz. I was on a Nimitz. That is cool. So, nah, it's not available though. Not available. Blend. Oh, that's not bad for geometry. Triangles aren't too bad. So it says product features though. I mean, but it's not for sale. I don't get what this is about. You know, I mean, where do you buy it? That's what I don't understand. Even if you go into more model information, there's not anybody talking about it. Yeah, haven't had any issues since. Okay, good. Yeah, I unplugged it and replugged it back in. So apparently that was good to go. So good. Thank you for taking care of it. This is the one I have. That's the one I have. It's not bad. It's just not a close-up one. It doesn't have a ladder you can bring. I'm gonna need that from my stove, right? Bring him in, bring him in, bring him. Jolly Rogers. The texture looks cool. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's go to, what about this one? $5, that's pretty cheap. It's not the texture. Whoa, you get all these for $5? That's pretty cool. I like how it says, oh, then that says Navy. It says Navy on the tail, and then U.S. Air Force on the front. Party in the front, or, you know, serious in the front, party in the back, or something, you know, like a mullet. Oh, man, it doesn't know what it wants to be. But that's cool, man. Take a look at that one. Yeah. Little low poly for what I need, I think. But it's pretty cool. I think $5 for a background thing. That's actually, I like how they put this. So yeah. Let me show you what one I would like. Okay. And that one is right here. Turbo Squid has some really expensive stuff. The one I want is like $104. But it looks absolutely phenomenal, and it's made specifically for Blender, and it's fully rigged. And I could do that, but there is a problem with it, is a lot of these models are editorial licenses, so you don't, look at that. Gives me chills, man. It's like I'm back there on the F-14 again, you know? Look at that thing right there. I can change and edit the texture map with the logo on the back, right? I could do that. Good God, that's phenomenal, man. Ooh. That's a little updated, though. That doesn't look like an actual F-14 cockpit. Maybe it's a more updated one, but I think this is... Oh, it's an F-14D. I worked on F-14As, so yeah, the D probably was up. And woo! Abdullah's in here! Oh my God! We have a celebrity in our chat, ladies and gentlemen. Snake Eyes Declassified. How are you doing, my friend? It's really good to see you. I finally get to talk to you. How's it going? You guys don't know, I met Snake Eyes Declassified through a mutual amazing friend who is also a talented artist themselves, the WP Guru, who I am possibly going to do a co-stream with here before the end of the year, right? Abdullah, what is going on with the sexy eyes? Woo! And Snake Eyes Declassified is working on a really cool story. It's a G.I. Joe story, right? I am looking for an F-14. Do you know one? Looking for an F-14 Tomcat. Because I'm going to be telling my story. So yeah. I mean, I have an F-14, but it looks like this. Kind of low poly. It doesn't have a ladder that comes down, and the textures. I kind of want something that has... You're very happy here? Oh man, Abdullah, thank you so much for the kind words. You know, I'm glad you enjoy your time here. I'm glad you enjoy... Yeah, I'm glad you have a good time here, man. I really am. But Snake Eyes Declassified is working on a fun, awesome... talk to me, man. Snake Eyes Declassified, talk to the commander. He's listening. Okay, he's listening right here. That's headsets. You're using Real Illusions Actor Core. How do you like it? How does it integrate really well with Blender? Are you doing that in Blender? Oh, no. You're using Actor Core in either Unity or Unreal. Which one are you looking into? I think you went with Unreal. And Unreal's amazing. I think you're using Actor Core. I have checked out the marketplace from Unity. And I believe that you can take assets, if they're OBJ or FBX, you could definitely take them and move them into Blender. No, I've looked at the Unity marketplace before. That's a really good point, though. Really good point, though, Snake. Thank you for coming by the stream, man. It's really great to see you. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Yeah, this model is next level amazing, and it's fully rigged, and it is made specifically for Blender because so much of the stuff from Turbo Squid is non-Blender. It's like 3ds Max or Maya, Cinema 4D. And they don't have a lot of love for Blender. But this one does. Look at this right here, man. $104. If I knew I could use it the way I wanted to, I would buy this model. It's really good to see you, man. Thank you so much for coming by. So you're using Actor Core in Unreal, right? How do you like the Actor Core? I know they have some free mocap. And are you buying any of the paid mocap? Because I know they've got a ton of it. I've got a friend that does mocap, Markham 3D. He sells mocap on the market, or I don't know where he sells it. But this model, dude, this is it right here. This is it. This is my dream right here. $104. Yeah, it's high, but think about what it took to make this and how much you would have to pay if you commission someone to actually make this F-14. Right? Now it's Blender 2.77. I would hope that it would work okay in Blender 3.3 that I have now. Assume it would. Here's the problem. It has this thing called an editorial license. I haven't had any luck of transferring to... Oh, really? I know they integrate really well. Actor Core integrates really well with Blender, but I haven't used any of it. Doobie 2? Okay, all right. Well, You know, I don't know anything about Unreal. I'm sorry. I have no knowledge of it. I wish I knew more. I wish I could help you out. I've got people asking me, hey, could you do these Unreal tutorials? And I'm like, sorry, I'm just no Blender. You know? And nothing against it. Unreal looks amazing. And you can actually use Unreal to make movies. You know, you don't have to make games. So this is it. I would buy that, but it has an editorial license, which if you read about the editorial license, you can use it, you can buy it, and do critiques of the model, and kind of say, you know, kind of do reviews of it, but you can't necessarily use it in your work. And there's no way I'm paying $104 for an asset that I can't even use in my visual. But what I could do is I could reach out to this person and contact them and say, hey, can I use this in my visual? Oh, you found an F-14E? Was it on the Unreal Market? The only problem I would worry about is being able to use these in Blender. I have an FA-18. Can you search here? Let's see, F-14. That's what I want to do. Hey, if you're new to the show here, please feel free to come in and talk to us. We are a supportive community. Just some. And I was also working on a character. Did you see this? Snake Eyes, check this out, man. I got my Michael 3 here. Michael 3 in this suit that I bought, unrigged. I rigged it up, got Michael 3, took the helmet off. Michael 3. The Daz Michael 3 is in there. Really super old. Oh, how do you go to the marketplace right here? Oh, browse. There we go. That's where I need to be, right? F-15, Strike Eagle, right? Oh, look at these materials. Got a lot of stuff here, don't they? Check that out. They don't have anything. And it's not free. Search Vigilante. That's awesome. Maybe I spelled that wrong. Possibly I spelled that wrong. It's not bringing up anything, man. Maybe I got too many filters on there or something. Oh, okay. Oh, they got the Ronald Reagan. Look at that. Neato. Yeah. I've got an aircraft carrier modified for my use. It's at a swimming pool there. Pretty cool, man. What class is Ronald Reagan? I don't think, is it a Nimitz class? They're doing shakedown cruises on a new class of aircraft carrier called the Gerald Ford. And it's supposed to be the biggest aircraft carrier ever. Oh, you're saying Vigilante because this guy is the artist that sells this stuff. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool military hardware. Look. Is all this stuff free? I mean, do you get this for free and you just give him like credit in your and Abdullah, I'm glad you're doing well, man. I love that C-30. Yeah, I think you're wanting to put that C-30 into your visual novel or sorry, animated show, right? Su-33, that's a Russian plane. I wonder if it's, these look amazing. I wonder if it's possible to bring these into Blender. I'm sure it is. No? Go back a page? Well, the problem is I don't know what page I was on because you probably are delayed from what you're seeing here. So it'll probably be, oh yeah, no. B1 bummer. You're trying to get me this C-130? Yeah. You know what? Woo! These look amazing, man. Yeah, this C-130. I think that's the one you're talking about. Wow, these are free assets. Good God, man. You got this F-14 right here, right? Yeah, okay, I see. I was trying to see if they had an F-14. That is some pretty cool military hardware. You know? Like if I do F-15, it searches by, I think, sound system. Oh, look at that sound effects. That's pretty cool. Neat. They don't have the F-14, man. F-14 was decommissioned like me. That's bullshit. This is some bullshit. I bet they have an F-A-18. Yep. Got a number of them. Wow, look at the level of detail in that. I wonder if... oh, fully rigged. Oh, man. Maybe I should do my stuff in Unity. Maybe I should say, hey, maybe Snake Eyes, you might convince me to go over to Unity, you know? Damn. I don't know. I need to learn Unity. Because you don't have to use it for games. You can make a movie out of Unity. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm sorry, Unreal. There was a sci-fi... I'm subscribed to Unreal's YouTube channel. And they did a sci-fi movie, kind of like a short film. It was really well scripted and everything. It looked amazing. And it was all done in Unreal, you know? What is going... woo! Pristine! Nice ships, man. Hell yeah. And apparently Vigilante makes all this stuff for free. Wow, man. I may have to look into this, dude. Oh, I love that Tomcat. I may reach out to the artist and just send him a message and say, hey, this is what I'm working on, or can I use it? The only thing I'd worry about is it's a very old Blender version. And like the rigging working. I'm assuming it would, but that's another thing I could ask him about. Him, her, them about. Let's go back. Because they do have some other F-14s. They've got one like that is significantly cheaper. It might be this one. There's another one that's rigged, right? It's great. Yeah, Unreal. Good. And I had somebody who's doing a short film like I am, like sort of an animated show. And I talked to him when I released my animated, my visual novel, and he goes, he's using Unreal also. He goes, I just did Blender, man. This was more straightforward to use for what he was doing. Yeah, I could offer a price. The only thing is, did it have that on there? Now I can offer a price, but what I want to make sure of before I offer the price is it has an editorial license. Are you okay with me using this in my visual and my animated show? And yeah, that's the biggest thing. And do you think this would work okay in Blender 3.3? You have an updated version. An S14, well, if it looks like an F14, if it's just a knockoff, looks close enough. Oh, yeah, we need to go to the market. And we're going to go S14, right? What are you doing, man? I can't find it. Wasn't I in the marketplace? I was in the marketplace. Yeah. Oh, no. I closed the marketplace. No, I was... Now search... Oh, marketplace. S14. Oh, you're talking... Okay. The DAZ website, right? Yeah, the thing about DAZ is they do have... They have fighter aircraft, and they have good-looking fighter aircraft, but all of their fighter aircraft are made up. They don't have any models that are based on real world. They don't have any, like, real world models. They're all, like, ones that they make up. Now, and the problem is it doesn't look like an actual F-14. It's cool looking, but it doesn't look like a real F-14. And I didn't find anything, because when I went into fighters, And although I'm not trying to make this every little detail of what I do, like period specific or anything like that, now that does look like a Harrier. That would be close enough if it was a Harrier. That would be close enough to actually use it. I have that one. I have the Stormfall fighter. I bought that. I have that one. I used it in my visual novel and my trailer for the video. This is, yeah, they're all fake jets, but they look really good. You know, they're really cheap. Now, if I needed an F-35, that would be it, because that looks just like an F-35. Unfortunately, I need an F-14. Yeah, they're not just, they look like real-world jets, but they're not actually real. They're like knockoffs or modifications of real-world. I wish I could use them because they look amazing. You know? And so, $349, no. There was one, and I may have it in my cart. Let me log in. I need to log in and check this out. Okay. Yeah, let me go over to that, and I'm gonna check that out. Did I close it? Did I close Turbo Squid? Where the hell did you go? Okay, so I'm gonna log in. Apparently I'm logged in over here, so. And I got a $25 buy more, add $21 of 3D models. I think if I put this in the, why did it change to 106? Some bullshit. But if I add this to the cart, what does it do? No. Cart. Okay, it says 104 there, right? I was wonder where did you get your flight crew uniform? It's from CG Trader. It wasn't from. These are Daz characters. That's a Genesis 2. That's a Gabriel. Genesis 2 named character Gabriel. That's a Genesis 3 right here. The chief. This is the supervisor I had. Aviation ordnance. This chief. He's Genesis 3. She's a Genesis. That's Sarah. She's a Genesis 8 female, and this is me, a Genesis 8 male. And this is a Michael 3. The uniforms, the flight deck stuff, was from CG Trader. This is the flight uniform right there that he has on. And then here to purchases. Purchases. Okay. This is the flight crew. Now, it was rigged, but I completely re-rigged it, because it just has a Mixamo rig on there so that you can apply Mixamo animations really quickly in Blender. But that's what I bought there. It was $60. It's 8% off now! But I got it for, because I had some credits with CG Trader, I think I bought it for $42, $42. But I used that, and I fitted, and it had a mask on there. I had to delete the mask geometry, and I took and rigged this. This is the goggles were not rigged, so I had to basically separate them, and then I rigged them and then moved them up there, so you see the character's face. On him, the one is rigged, so I can bring the goggles down and put them up. So I rigged everything with auto-rigpro, which is a plugin for Blender. I want to try to get them fit. I know you was having issues. Oh, the clothing? Fitting the clothing and stuff? Yeah, I've got everything working now. And I went with an auto-rigpro rig because I tried to use MHX and Rigify, which is what the diffeomorphic brings in when you bring over the DAZ Studio character. But when I applied the skinning using diffeomorphic, or using auto-rigpro, it didn't skin the fingers right. They were all messed up. So I stayed with auto-rigpro. Oh, fit these to the Genesis character? Do you know how I fit them to the Genesis character? I deleted almost all of their geometry under the clothing. There's nothing under the clothing. I basically, all there is a head and a little bit around the arms that pokes through the clothing. So they don't exist under the clothing. They're not going to be taking their clothes off, so I don't even care. Michael 3 doesn't exist pretty much under this clothing either. It's just the clothing. So they're going to be in uniforms, and for me, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's better because it deletes some of their geometry that I don't need. And it lowers the geometry. So I know that's not the best way to do it, but if it's just clothing, who cares? You're not going to be like taking the clothes off or anything. I don't know. Yeah, they don't auto fit, so basically it's a lot of little work here and there. DAZ does have auto fit. Now, you could bring these into DAZ Studio because I think they do have an OBJ. I haven't tried that. I just brought them into Blender. But I think they have an OBJ version. Right? I downloaded only the Blender version. But when I go to... I need to review it because I really did like his stuff. And I sent him images. I sent him pictures of using it. He goes, oh, I really like how you're using the character. And it's royalty-free license, so I can use it inside of my... well, they have Blender, OBJ, and FBX. So yeah, you could download one of these, and that should work in Blender. Yeah, how do you like AccuRig? I haven't used AccuRig. I have not used AccuRig. I was just curious about it because I'm like, I would be interested in AccuRig. I know that comes from... Where does AccuRig come from? Isn't it from Mixamo? I don't remember where it's applied from. I guess I need to try that. Maybe it would be good. But it took quite a bit of work to get these characters moving and skinned. Now he said they're professionally skinned using the Mixamo rig, but I just obliterated that in Lightmyro. I got some. I won't actually be using a C1 in the future. I would be interested because one of my episodes is going to have a C1. Oh, iClone provides the AccuRig. I have to play around with that. I just used auto-rigpro for these. But yeah, that's where I got them from, and the flight deck clothing. So CG Trader. So you could bring this into DAZ Studio. They do sell DAZ assets. Not a lot of them, but you could use the OBJ right there, or you could use the Autodesk FBX to bring it into DAZ Studio if you want. Or Unreal, because I think Unreal probably accepts OBJ. You could probably import those, right? Unreal. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Anything you can do to help out, I appreciate that. I'll accept any and all help, and I'll help you if I can. Unfortunately, I just don't know that much about Unreal. So, the other one I was looking at, back into, I need to grab a little snack or something. Oh yeah, so there, I think I have some that are like saved items. Here, this is 5680. Now, that looks good. It doesn't have a lot of texturing to it. Not necessarily a problem. One of them was actually rigged. Awesome, thank you. Beautiful, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Woo! Give that man a woo, right? Here, this one looks really, really, really good. And it's rigged. Another bonus. The problem is it's for 3ds Max, not for Blender. Okay? Now, I don't know how the rigging would work. That's really low polygon too. That's awesome. Original format is 3ds Max, a OBJ generated by deep exploration. You might need to reapply the textures depending on software used. In the download are included the clean PSD textures. Okay, that's fine. But I think that if you bring it in with OBJ, it would not be rigged, right? And it doesn't have the ladder. You know, this doesn't even have to be rigged for the first episode. Yeah, it has OBJ. Oh, the C-130 is OBJ? Is that it? Yes, you can actually make a request, and there's basically a link here to make a request to change the format. It's right here. Free file format conversions available. So basically you just say, hey, I would like you to put this in Blender format. And they'll do that. The problem is, as you see right here, it says rigging animation. Rigging and animations will not be preserved to the converted file. So there's the potential that I could lose the animation. But it could be that if I ask the person, say, hey, could you rig this for my visual novel? I mean, could you rig this in Blender? And they may do it. I just have to ask them. Yeah, you could find a ladder, but I think that one of them actually does have a ladder where it's already taken down. I might like to animate it where I could fold it down, but I could probably put a shot in there where I make the ladder falling sound, but I don't show the ladder coming down. You just see it. And there is one in here, like, I think it's here. Was it here or was it CG Trader? And I need to get organized here. Bring all of our stuff over here. That's Sketchfab. I don't remember what, was it here? No, I don't think it was here. I think it was. I think it was CG Trader, right? Where it was already down. It didn't matter if it's rigged because I think it might have been Sketchfab. Which one is where I saw the sitting on the ground? Tarmac. Yeah. Oh. That one. But there was another one though. That one's 56. Yeah, I'll look at that one. There was another one that had the ladder already down, right? Have I heard of FaceGen Pro? I've heard of, like in Daz Studio, you can apply your face to a character. I don't know if that's what you're... Yes, I have rigging skills, Snake Eyes. I could rig it. But it would just be a lot faster and easier if it's already rigged, you know what I mean? Or if it's already rigged, I can just start animating with it. I don't have to do all that extra work, you know? Because I got tons of other stuff to do. Audio and animation, and, you know, there's a lot of work I already have to do, so the more I can minimize the amount of work I have to do, the better, you know? So that's really what I want to do. If it's rigged, I'll take it, you know? That makes it much, much simpler and more straightforward to have to deal with. That's what I like. And then I thought there was a free one that had I need to get this. I got like 500 woo, got 500 windows open. Right, so close this one over here. Kind of organize this a little bit better. There. Leave that one open. Okay. And that one's got a ladder, which is good. Put that one down there. This was just a bunch of searches of that. Okay. And then that one is just those. Okay. So, dude. With that program, which program are we talking about? Have you checked your Facebook? I sent it in. Oh, okay, for that. Yeah, I got the message you sent, but I didn't look at some of the links. I'll check that out. Thank you for sending it. I appreciate it. So that is almost like an untextured one, a really clean one. But I found one that had the ladder down. I need to go find that. Where's the one that had... Oh, here it is. This one. But, oh, FaceGen Pro. I'll have to check it out. I don't know much about it. So. Okay, so that is... Yeah, this is the one you don't have access to. Okay? That's the one I don't actually have access to. But I thought there was another one, right? So I thought there was another one with the ladder down. If I could just get one with the ladder down, I could use that for the first episode and then go from there, you know? Not have to worry too much about like needing to rig it or anything like that. So. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Snake Eyes is here, hanging out with us. Woo! I love it. Absolutely love it. And then I think that maybe a Sketchfab. Okay, we are on Sketchfab. CG Trader. Maybe it was that other one. 99. Some of these models look beautiful though. Beautiful. That over there. Beautiful. So formats. Ow. Blender format 3.0, which is newer. In cycles. I don't know if it's rigged. I'd have to modify the texture. I didn't have the side ladder. Yeah, I'd have to... I could put a ladder up there too. I could use Felicia's ladder that she showed me last time. That looks really nice. That's a really good one right there. Even though it's not rigged. Autodesk, but it's got FBX, which is good. Maybe that one. I might have some CG Trader credits too. Let's let that stay. Yeah, I do have loyalty discount. Oh, they were showing me the loyalty discount. F-14 Tomcat where? Is it in CG Trader? Because I think maybe I'm looking at the one you're talking about. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Back, Snake Eyes Declassified, and the rest of you, I will return momentarily. Thank you again for coming in. Get you some coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Matter of fact, I may freshen mine up a little bit. Right. So go. Oh, check out this seller's other models. This guy. Maybe you're talking about somebody else. Model, modern product. Screen, digital. You have to check him. He's got a ton. But that may work. I like the fact that it is a very basic texture. And I need to see in the cockpit. Yeah, he has like 13,000 or something. There you go, man. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I will return momentarily. Woo! Can you hear me okay? Sorry about that. Yeah, I think this might be a good one right here. This one looks really good. It's not too terribly expensive, and like you said, I could rig it. It looks like it's nicely configured and set up for rigging anyway, right? And I might go with that one. Sorry I was away a little bit. Got a little snack there. So, yeah, I might go with that one. That one might be a good one. Still here. Well, welcome back, my friend. Appreciate that, or welcome back to me. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's something about buy more, save more. Add $21 of 3D models to your cart. Recently save $35 on eligible items. I wonder if they have this on Sketchfab where you can look at it, like inside of it. I like doing that. And it is FBX and OBJ, which is great. And for the first episode, I don't even have to rig it. That's what's nice about it. I could just modify a texture map. Put the arrow on the back wings here. And the texture map. And we're good, right? Welcome back. Woo! Beautiful. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I saw on Instagram, was it your anniversary recently? Congratulations on that, by the way. Oh, can you request more images? I'd like to actually get a 3D view of it, so I can get all the images I like. Let's see if he's here. Badavian? Javidian. Javadan. Type it in. I'm trying to get a copy it here. Javadan. So let's go over here and see if Javadan. No, he may not be on there. Javadan. I really like how Sketchfab is a has the 3D model images. Yeah, I have that one available. Especially with the cockpit open, that's exactly what I need, right? Oh, warfighters. Woo! Java give damn. There you go. Woo! Love it. This is the one I have. And it does have some animated features to it. You can take missiles off, come on, things like that. But I think that one's pretty nice though. Forget myself. I have to check too. Royalty-free license, good. That's what I need. Available in these collections. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. Okay. It's a collection of vehicles, which does cost quite a bit more. Yeah. He's not over here, though. That's like a crashed F-14 or something. Maverick helmet. From the original first movie. Aim ready, low poly. No. I was just trying to find out. Yeah. It's just a picture of it. But they don't have a... Oh, it's not. Okay, well, maybe that one then. No? Pretty much what I need, so I may talk to the artist about it. Check over here. Oh yeah, he's the one that, yeah, okay. Had this one right here. 64 for me because I got a $5 credit, right? It's pretty nice. But the cockpit, I just want to kind of like look in the cockpit too. You can hire him, but then you'd have to give him more money, and it's not rigged, so I would have to rig that. Offer 30, yeah, good, yeah. You never know. I usually just wind up paying what they ask and using the discount. You think I'd get that for 30? You sure? Are you sure? Oh, really? You've offered a lot lower? Well, it's certainly something to keep in mind, you know. The worst that can happen is they reject it, right? Not like I lost any money or any time or anything like that, other than just typing up the message to them, you know? 88% response time, which is pretty good. Yeah. We'll just leave that in the cart then. And then I had some... Wait a minute. It's cheaper over here, man. Is this the same guy? Yep, Javadon. It's actually cheaper over here. It's the same model. But instead of paying 64, I could pay 56.80. That's a good deal, right? There you go. $7.20 less, man. I'd take any help I can get, right? He can counteroffer, and if he counteroffers, you would hope that he would come back with less. He may counteroffer with his original price, or Snake Eyes, he could counteroffer with more. It's like it's 64 and you offer him 30 and he says 85. There you go. That's quite the counteroffer, right? Yeah, there you go. Give it in. But the only thing that bothers me about this is it says editorial uses only. Now, I think that may be a standard thing they put on models for Turbo Squid, because if you go over to here, a CG Trader, it says royalty-free license. I think they put this as standard on here. But I think he would probably, because he's selling it for more over here, he'd probably be okay with, you know. Yeah, he'd be messing with me, yeah. That's true, he would be. That is absolutely true, my friend. So I think I've got this one saved, right? It's just the texture is a little bit low on it. May have to work on the texture map a little bit, but it's not bad. I mean, it looks really cool. And it does have the completed cockpit inside. Now, he has the cockpit closed. Over here, he has it open. So is this rigged? And he says it's not rigged. So how is he getting the cockpit opening? Maybe he has a rigged version that he's not selling? Be weird, but, you know, it's possible, I guess. I think he would have that rigged, though. And it's something I could ask him about, too, right? No, I am. The thing in Snake Eyes is that, you know, I am doing these visual novels. Initially, I probably wouldn't make money because I'm not partnered on YouTube. But I do plan to add, when I make partner, I do plan to add advertisements and stuff like that and make money off of it. So I do plan to do that. So. Yeah, you could rotate the geometry and stuff, but that's at that point you'd be rigging, you know. You can always move the geometry around, but it's kind of a pain in the ass if it's. So that means you actually have to rig it. I'm just wondering if he's already got it rigged, how he's opening and closing that if it's not rigged. It looks like it is rigged, you know, because I can't imagine him just moving the geometry around and not putting a basic bone in there. It seems really weird. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I'd have to ask him to find out. Yeah, no, I am looking into the long one, so I don't want to tell them, oh, no, I'm not going to make any money off of this. But, you know, let's say 2 years from now, I'm partnered on YouTube, and I go back and I say, you know, these old videos, like this, the first episode takes off. And it's like, it's got huge viewership and stuff like that, and I'm not able to monetize it because using assets that I haven't been allowed to use. No, I want to go ahead and tell them right now I'm just using it for, eventually at some point I'm going to be using it for I'm going to monetize it. I want to let them know ahead of time. But over here on CG Trader it says royalty free license. So I think maybe he'd be okay with it. Just got to talk to him, just got to call him and see. So we'll ask him about that. I can look around a little bit more, but I'm going to put that also in cart. I don't have it already there. I think it's already there. Yes. So yeah, leave it there so that way I can go there. But yeah, we'll consider it. We will consider it. But if I consider it, I'll probably buy it over here on Turbo Squid because it is cheaper. And there's always the potential for this one that I have saved. I don't have saved anymore. This one's rigged and animated, but it's not. I'm gonna go get that one that I had saved. If I'm doing the long game, this might be better. I was gonna save that one. But how do I save it? Hold on. It's not in my cart. How do I save it? Because I did have it in my cart and I saved it. And then when I said add to cart here, it says you need to go buy it. Figure it out later. I know which one it is, so we'll deal with it later. Yeah, exactly, Snape Eyes. Man, I need to think about in the long term, because that's what I plan to do, right? Absolutely, my friend. So, yeah. All right, let's... the other thing I wanted to do is mess with my model here and go into this geometry map. This texture map right here. And we're going to add basically the rank to our commanding officer here, right? So let's do that. Okay, we're going to go into UV editing and let's go. We need to bring up a shader editor here. And I want to go in here and get this location right there. Put it in here. Okay, with feeling this time. Woo! There we go. And it is this. I used modified 2. I need to change that. Let's delete this one. We want to use modified 2. So we're going to use that and call this modified. And then I'm going to change that over here to fresh. Modified should go away. What are you doing, Blender? What's this? Yeah, there it is. So go modified. Now when we load it into cycle, it should be okay. We should see the maps and everything. Get out of edit mode. Yep. There's our Tomcat. There. And there is the... Probably need to take some specular lighting off of that. Okay. So we've got that. Yeah, no, that looks good. Okay, so then, right, back over here, back into edit, like that, go back into edit mode, pop, there, and see where this geometry is, right there. Right there. So we need to put, right there is where we need to put our, and then I'm going to go into there. Went to GIMP, GIMP up, modified, and then what we can do is that, yep. Hey, Raptor Cross, how are you doing? Woo, good to see you. I am doing well. Did you just wake up again this morning? Oh my God. It is beautiful. It touches my heart that the first thing you think of when you wake up is, let me see how the commander's doing. Because I love you, sister. Thank you for coming in today. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Did you just wake up again? That's awesome. I am your morning cup of coffee. Am I not right? So I think that the it'll go right about there. So what do you say we bring in our rank? I'm going to add this text just there. So what I'm going to do is come back over here. We're going to go into assets. Oh, images. We're going to open up that. Window, want, back into the TV. There we go. We get situated here, and we're gonna bring up, we've got 2 different ones. Which one to use? Probably this one, maybe. Yeah. So, you are my morning cup of hot chocolate. Well, there we go. That's even better. When you check your Facebook Messenger, scroll up. I shared an awesome video. I'll check it out. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You are awesome, my friend. Showing all the love. I do appreciate it. Heck, I've been up all morning. Have you? I've been up all morning, too. I walked with my wife to work and then walked home, and I'll walk home from work with her. I like to walk. It's really nice. It's nice. Nice weather, sunny outside, no too much rain, no rain or anything like that. I am your morning cup of hot chocolate. That sounds refreshing. Now I want some hot chocolate. I got some coffee here. Woo! There you go. There is your morning cup of coffee right now. Yeah, I appreciate that. I hope your week is going well. How's your week going, Snake Eyes? And how is your week going? Raptor Cross, how are you doing this week? How's everything going? Hope your week is going smoothly as possible. And how are the Twitch streams going? Are you doing some Twitch streams? So we're going to bring in as a layer our... go over here. I really need to update GIMP. This is a very old version of GIMP. It is super old. It's at least a year old or more. Yeah, it's quite old. We're gonna go Steam, Rogue Company, original games. We're gonna go images, rank commander, open. And then I want to get the other one too. There it is. And then I want to get, there's another one we had. I want to open. I think it's that one. Yeah. So we got both of them. I think that one looks a little bit better for purposes. Right? I have been on a tea kick. Dude, I'm on a 3-week vacation. Oh, really? Awesome. So did your vacation start already? Did it start this week? That's cool, man. Awesome. Yeah, let me some tea. I've got some oolong. This is Trader Joe's. Check this out. You love it, right? Woo! Oh my God. I'm hanging in there. We are set on packing this month for the next month move to Nevada. Wow. Where are you now if you're comfortable with me asking that? If not, let me know. You don't have to tell me. But it's stressful, and as for my streams, it's still going good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You know, you're, yeah. I'm assuming you're in a different part of the country because you said Nevada, but from where you are. But I am. I moved from like Tennessee to Pennsylvania. That was a very stressful. A lot of stuff happened. That was like 5 years ago. I'm glad that part of it's over. You know. I don't know. Maybe this one might look good. Let me scale that one up. Still, okay. You're in California. All right. I didn't know you're in California. Okay, yeah, that's a move right there. So, are you moving with your family over there to oh, because we have the layers, right? Okay, so pull this over. Enter rank that one. I don't know, both of them look pretty good. Okay. And we'll make this. See how they work. Okay. One. There we go. My home foreclosed, so we have. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Sorry that happened. California is crazy expensive. California isn't. I can't imagine living there. I was born and raised there in California. So I was 21. But it is a very, 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 very expensive. And I'm sorry that that happened to you. But I hope that you're able to start a new life and get set and onto better things after you move to Nevada, right? We love you. Yep, with the family, but later on, me and my boyfriend are finding our own place once we start working and such. Is your boyfriend living with you? Is he coming with you to the move, or does he live in Nevada also? I assume he's moving. That's cool. Well, I hope everything works out for you. We wish you the absolute best, you know. Indianapolis, Indiana. Well, welcome from Indiana, my friend. That's awesome. That is fantastic. I'm not sure how to... I know, based upon the UV mapping, that we are somewhere over here in this area. So, that's going to be right about there. If we take this... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Grab the right one, shall we? And we're going to grab that and move that over there. Now that's massively huge. So I think I'm going to have to scale that down quite a bit. And we'll just try it and see what it looks like. Put it right about there. We'll hide this one. Where'd that one come from? Wait. Did I duplicate that? Where is that one? What is this one here? What the hell's going on? I lost all of them? What do we do? What the heck is going on here? I think Imp is tripping out. Where did that one go? What the heck was going on with that? Okay. Yes. Let's move that one. That was weird. Never seen that before. Move that. And we will... What is going on? It's like duplicating itself or something? Okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's scaling to that position. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, that was freaking me out. I thought there were 3. No, I was moving and I had not yet applied the scale. That's what it is. Thank God. He does live with me, yes? Okay, all right. Well, I hope everything works out with you and your family and your boyfriend, and I hope you're able to get your own place and live a wonderful, awesome life together, right? But I'm so sorry things worked out that way, you know? Hopefully things are better for you. A fresh start, right? A new start. Reset in Nevada onto amazing and better things. That is what we want to hear. So, but I'm happy to hear that your streams are going. Now, see, I don't want to scale it. I just want to move it. That gets applied automatically. Thinking maybe right there, and there's another one on the other arm. But we'll worry about the other arm. I'm going to take and scale that. I think that's going to be massively huge for the for there, because that's a very small. And I'm not sure. I think this needs to be rotated a little bit, so we're going to rotate that. And we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, I think. No, negative 90. Negative 90. Yeah, okay. Rotate. And move. There, and I think we need to scale it significantly. Go, scale. Probably like that. Scale. I'm going to try it right about there like that. That should at least end up somewhere on the shoulder. Then we can go from there, right? So we're going to go and layer. Image, precision, I'll put it 32. And gamma. There we go. Precision. So, yep. Okay, now we're gonna say File, save as, overwrite the modified one, and then we'll refresh Blender and just see if it's gonna be okay. It's gotten a bit slow, but I think it's going good. Okay, he does. Me too, thanks. Yes, absolutely. It's gotten a bit slow, but I think it's going good. Okay, well that's good to hear. Glad things are going good. I'm sorry that it's slow, but I'm glad it's good, right? I am glad it's good. So. There we go. Now what we need to do, all we need to do is get into go edit mode. Let's get out of edit mode. And let's go and just put it in cycles. See what it looks like. It should at least be somewhere on the shoulder. Okay. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Quite right though. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's crossing that seam. Let's see how it looks now. Let's go into modified. I am trying to find ways to make it better, but I am running on empty. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I know you got a lot of stress going on. That doesn't help things. So I think it's going across that seam. Now let me see how that looks compared to the UV map, right? But I do hope things get better for it. I know it's very stressful. I don't particularly like moving either. It's not fun, you know, packing and all that stuff. And, that's what I do. And we're probably actually going to be moving this next coming year. To a different place. I like how it's going on the shoulder there. It's just carrying right. Maybe something like with the boundary there. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Especially when it's too much. Really too stressed out. It's like toxin that. I'm going to go and do edit mode. Back into here. Grab just that area. Actually, just that area. See, I think it's something with. Oh, because it's actually not full. All right. So we need to just, it's actually a little bit outside of the geometry. We need to pull it over. It's outside of the UV mapping. So I need to go and move it over a little bit. Nudge it. There we go. And let's see if we get a little bit better in there now. Save that. Fine. Let's save it as modified. And we need to get rid of the other one. I thought I got rid of that one. But file, port. Oh, that one. That is saving the project. This is the output. Exported. Still good there, right? Image, precision. Okay. So now we're going to do a file, export as. Export it. Beautiful. Replace it. And then we'll reload it and see how it looks compared to the UV map. Export that. But I do hope things work out for you, sister, and I'm glad your streams are going well. Maybe, you know, when you do your streaming, it kind of helps take some, you know, spend time with your community, kind of eases some of the pressure, sort of, you know, life and stuff. You have friends you can talk to, and your family, and your boyfriend's really supportive during this difficult time too. because he's moving with you, so he's kind of going through the experience with you. You know what I mean? That'll help. Now let's try that, and what we'll do is go back over to Blender, and we'll just go back into cycles, right? There we go. We need to nudge it. Yeah. Oh. Didn't move it that way though. Move it though? Down. Got those two, never mind. Looks like it's okay. I think we need to push it that way too. Try a little bit more. File. Export that. So streaming does help me out a lot. Family is not as much support, but the boyfriend is. Okay, well, I'm glad you have your boyfriend there. Your family is going through the same things, where they're frustrated and stressed like you are, you know? And so it's just not a good situation all around, you know? But yeah, I've been there with the moves and stuff like that. It's not fun, but like they say, this too shall pass. You know? Stressful as it is and everything like that, just wake up every day, do your best, you know? Do everything you can possibly to make the move as smooth and easy a transition as possible. And then, you know, you get through that, persevere through that, and then you look back on it, it's like, hopefully it wasn't. But right now I know it's right. Yeah, just keep doing your absolute best, sister. Okay? Absolute best that you possibly can. Every day. And you'll get through it, right? And if you need to talk, I'm here. You know, I'm Discord and stuff like that. Talk about it if you want to. So yeah, but you got your boyfriend there too, which is awesome. So I am gonna reload this and see what it looks like now. Okay, that is a lot better. It's getting better. Is there a way to refresh this? Hey, no problem, Raptor Cross. I'm serious. If you do want to talk about anything, you know, I'm on Discord and stuff like that. Attitude is everything. Stay positive. Yeah. At the very least, it's okay to admit you're not happy, you know, and things aren't good. But if you do your best every day, it will improve your chances of having a better end result, I guess you could say. If you're unhappy or stressed and you keep pushing forward despite the fact that you're stressed and you're unhappy and things are really tough right now, and you keep pushing forward, you'll look back on it, you'll be proud of yourself that when things do get better, hey, I stuck with this, I did this, and, you know, I persevered through it. And I know I was very stressed at the time, but despite the fact, I'm very proud of the fact that I did not give up and things got better for me in the end. And things are better now because of what I did back then. Basically what you're doing is you're ensuring doing things even though they're stressful, to ensure that your future self is in a better position than yourself of the present. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what it's about, right? And yeah, so, and we wish you the best. We do, sister. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna jump it. That's probably a little bit too much, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? Woo! Beautiful. Snake eyes, yes. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I know that there's some people, and not you saying this, but there's, oh, just stay, happy and smiling. You don't have to do that. And you could make yourself miserable. The thing is to admit that you're unhappy and you're stressed, but to continue to do the things that you need to do to ensure that your future self is in a better position, even though you might be unhappy now. Exactly. There you go, Snake Eyes. Woo! Beautiful, my friend. I can't wait to see your show either. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see your show, brother. Because, let me tell you something. I don't know if I told you this or not. I was a huge G.I. Joe fan growing up. I had the 1980s, I had the characters, I had the guy named was Snow Job. He was like wore Arctic gear, and I think I had Cobra Commander. I had the Crimson Guard, which were like the elite of they were like the elite of like, I think they were Destro's kind of like personal guard. I have Zartak or Zardax. Take these broken wings. I'm gonna get DMCA'd, man. YouTube's worse about that than Twitch. Twitch is pretty bad about it now too. Hey, Christine over here trying to get me DMCA'd or DMCA. Digital rights management. So we're gonna export this, right? Did we export it yet? I don't know. Probably doing it again on accident. Heck yeah, you are talking my talk now. Absolutely. Okay, you said you had a friend that was familiar with Unreal. Are they helping you with like doing stuff or at least like kind of guiding you in Unreal? I guess I need to look at that, man. I just kind of got with Blender and getting my resume updated, applying for a job too. My friend is going to put in a good word. I don't know if anything's going to happen, but we'll see. So, okay, so. Okay, so we're going to do let's refresh this. Refresh cycles. Yeah, let's look. I don't like the fact... Yeah, that's way too far. See, this is like a line boundary. I don't understand this UV mapping. It's like it doesn't cross this boundary or something. Why is... This is like an edge or something. I don't understand that. Figure that one out. Talking your language now, my... Beautiful. I mean, I don't... When I do this... Oh, okay, so he's beginning, but he knows a little more. Now, why, when I highlight that, does it highlight some of the vertices, but not all of them? I don't understand that. Are some of the other vertices laying all... Oh. Awesome, man. That's fantastic. Now, why when I... Why does it look like it's in a different area, though? I'm not understanding this. That's how those vertices are. There. Get it. Don't get it. So let's save that. That out. I don't understand how the UV mapping is working there. It's not making sense. Like when I select the vertices, it should highlight that and show you where all those vertices are being. But it doesn't seem to line up with what I'm seeing here. Odd. Is it because I need to reload the texture map? In the texture editor? Is that it? I'm not understanding that. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe, okay. Reload it. There. It says that's the one. What if I come down here, deselect it, is there a way to refresh or something? Like what it's seeing, like refresh the here. We need to go back into cycles. There we go. Oh, I think it was needing to be reloaded. I think I did need to reload the map. That now. Okay. Try that. And we'll say export that one and check it again. Just trying to get it lined up on that shoulder, you know? And I know I'm close to having it where it needs to be. Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But it looks like the stream is going good this time, because you remember last time I was having tons of problems. I think it was the driver. I think there were some issues with that NVIDIA driver. Then they updated it. That was the only thing, and I updated the latest driver. Haven't had a problem yet. Now I say that, but then suddenly my stream's gonna crash or some shit like that. Do this. And here. Still not quite there yet. But I come across there. What if I do this? That's to try that. And that updates will be in a position to check it. Looks like that line, that's some kind of UV seam that seemed to cross. Not sure how to deal with that. Not sure how to deal with that. And thank you so much, Raptor Cross, for being here today. Snake Eyes, Christine. And if you're new to the show, please feel free to come in and talk to us. Love to get to know and hang out with you guys, as well as we continue this beautiful day. And this. No. And so, okay. Load it. Okay. now. Yeah, I need to refresh this every time. I miss talking to you too, you know? I need to come by your streams and hang out with you. Honestly, I haven't been to Twitch that much, you know? I've been like focusing a lot here. Well, I've been focusing a lot behind the scenes. I need to do some more work on my YouTube channel. I'm aware of that, you know? Yeah, I need to do some more work on my YouTube channel. Get that done. So we do that. And that through my files right now. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you looking into it. I'm sure I found one. I'll get something. I know that I'll get something figured out. Right? I'll get something. We're gonna do a. Oh, you found that. Is it the same S-14 as the one that we were talking about earlier? Export. And then I need to update it over here so I can see how that changes related to the UV mapping. But I can't cross that line. I'll have to figure out how to the UV mapping, what's going on. Not quite sure what is happening. Okay? Okay, so yeah, we were that must be the one we were talking about earlier, right? The S-14. You mentioned that a little earlier about the S-14. Remember we looked at it, like it didn't look like an F-14. Okay. Here. No, I've seen it. The S-14 on Daz. Yeah, we were looking at it just earlier. Yeah, I don't need that one, but thank you. I appreciate it. Go there. Yeah, that's not gonna work for what I'm doing, but I do thank you for checking on that. Yeah, we were looking at a little. That's close. So let's take a look at. Yeah, I can't seem to cross that seam. I don't understand how this UV is working. I did it fine for the shoulders here, but I'm not sure. I may have to do something else for this part. I am in here, so okay. No, there's what? How is it? Unwrap? Yeah. I don't know if I want to unwrap it though. Let's save. File. Save. I'm not sure how to deal with that seam. I don't know where the rest of the UV is located. Can't cross that boundary line, but there has to be a way you can do it. I'm just not. File save. File save. And now. And we'll do that. Ah. But I've got it. Okay. Is that someplace else? Oh. Where are... Oh, it's down there. Okay, that sucks. Half of it's down here of the seam. Maybe going across that seam is not a good idea. I'm not sure how you would handle that anyway, you know? like it's like the seam where between where the front of the yeah, I would love to put it there, but unfortunately that seam is there, right? And I would literally have to cut that apart, or maybe I could do a, I'm not sure if I'd want to do this. See, part of it's there and part of it's down there. That's the problem. And I think that's why that's colored like that, to show you where the UV seam is not continuous, you know what I mean? And it sucks that it happens to be right there. And I'm not sure how to fix that seam without creating problems. I mean, I could move these, this, something like this. It doesn't make it look like crap. Okay. Sure how it would go across that seam. Oh, no, it's like this. Sorry. Doesn't help that I'm in cycles. For the purpose of this, right, this is how we'd want to do it. So there it is. This doesn't look too good. Getting over there. So go. Good material set. Go. Maybe this will make it performance a little faster. We'll see. So, problem is we're getting on this part of this material that's stretchy over here, and it kind of makes this part of material look not as. There we go. Now let's see if go. It may be okay. But what we might be able to do, take some of these vertices and cut. I don't know how you would cut along the vertices, though, you know? No. I'm going to delete the vertices. Have, face select. I have to think about that. But what we can do now is move this across that boundary. So what we can do is take that. Okay, and we'll save that. We'll export that right there. Go back in and see how that works. Just trying to kind of round up the UV boundaries so that we can put that rank on his shoulder without there being like cutting it or losing part of the rank or anything. We'll see. We're gonna try. But I would like to take part of the UV and move it around. But you could do that. Did I do that before? Take vertices and move them around to a different area. I don't remember how you cut it up. I don't know if UV Unwrap does it or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go in here, and what we're going to do is we're going to let's go ahead and refresh this. Go and refresh this too. Beautiful. I think that's it. Take a look and see how it looks now. What are the music? Yeah, that's looking a lot better. But I think line up the vertical a little bit better. That probably has to do that. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Beautiful. Yeah, that's better. That is much, much better. That. There. Go. Is. Get them lined up a little bit. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I have to fix a little bit of it for when the other side of it there. Word snake eye declassified. Woo! Love it. Go. Now I'm gonna grab that. Okay. Yeah. So now that we got that looking pretty good. There. Perfect. A little bit off. Yeah, let's get that one a little bit better right there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I was born and raised in Chicago. So that's my ghetto coming out. That's cool, man. Okay, so I'm going to move. And I think you said you had an anniversary, right? So, come on. Probably shouldn't be doing this in cycles. Slows things down because it's trying to update the viewport while I'm doing it. There we go. Beautiful. That one. Line up these vertices to do it. Let's get out of cycles. Yeah, that's much better. Beautiful. Yep, yesterday. Wow, man. You've been married for 15 years? Or at least together for 15. Gotta go start going live, Cody. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, absolutely. You're always welcome here, sister. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a great stream. And like I said, if you want to reach out and talk to me, you can always do that on the Discords or whatever. I'm available. So love you, sister. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your week and a nice, great weekend coming up if I don't get a chance to talk to you. Woo! Give her a woo on the way out the door. Beautiful. Yeah. I want to get them lined up really, really well. This. There may be a better way to do this. This is very, very manual, so I'm not saying there isn't. It seems like the right way to do it. Do it. That one. For sure. Thanks, Cody. And woo! Absolutely, my friend. Always here for you, man. You have an awesome stream. And Snake Eye Declassify says, woo! Also, I love me a good woo, right? I don't love a good. I'm just trying to get it lined up absolutely the best I possibly can. Make that look as seamless as it possibly can. Leave it like that. Go. Yeah. Get this. Yeah, get that better. Get that. Beautiful day in this neighborhood. It certainly is. It certainly is. Okay. That. Get it as good as I can. Yeah, did you check? Hey, I'm on ArtStation. Let me put my link in there. You should put your stuff up on ArtStation that you're working on. Share with the world, kind of promote it, you know? Here's my ArtStation. Well, let me finish this one last vertices. And then I'll show you. Or maybe you saw my link. I don't know. Damn. No, I almost had it. Beautiful. So there it is, and let's see what that looks like in cycles. Up on there from time to time. Yeah, I just started up an ArtStation myself. I put something up. I put that latest image that I created up that I shared here, or I was sharing with you in the stream. So here is mine. ArtStation. Or actually, how does that work? Like if you go... Ah, here it is. This is what I want. That is there. So I'm there too, my friend. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now what I should be able to do, since we got those lined up like that, I should be able to more easily go in here and go across that scene. Now there is a problem over here that I need to fix with the way basically this texture is. And I need to fix that. It looks like that texture stretched or something there. Oh, let's update this. Refresh that. Did that refresh it? You have to go in here like this. There's a stretch right along here, but I don't see it over here. I see this part being stretched. Or not stretched so much as... I don't know why that's... I mean, it's not terrible. It's not something you... And thank you, Snake Eyes. I appreciate it, my friend. I do massively appreciate that. Okay. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll return the flavor. Yeah, see, that's not... I don't like that. But it's not that noticeable. That may be just the way that scene worked. Not much space over here. See, that doesn't line up either perfectly. I may not worry about it too terribly much. I don't think it's going to be that obvious. I'm not going to get that close to it. Maybe it's something I can fix later on. If you're looking over here, it doesn't look bad at all. I may just deal with that for now. Yo. Dot. Come, I didn't get a notification that you did. I'll have to maybe it takes a little bit to like refreshing or something like that. Yeah, apps. I will if when what I was trying to do is like because I'm supposed to get a notification when like someone follows, but I didn't get a notification yet. Maybe it takes a little bit. And when I get that notification, I can see your name and then I can go and follow you back. So hopefully it happens. I don't know what's going on, man. So yeah, I don't like that. So what we'll do is back into edit mode. Why does it look like it's stretching across that? I don't know. But what we're gonna do is that. Go and say file, save, and now export that so we can update the texture map and see close we are. Yeah, number 3. I had 2 that followed. I don't know. They followed me when I first created my profile. But I don't know why I didn't go to notification unless you have like notifications or something. I know that I got notifications. I don't know how you see your list of followers either. I guess down here. Yeah, it does say it. That's interesting. Let me go. Huh. Well, I see you now. There you go. I don't know why I didn't get a notification on it. Maybe I'll get a notification like 3 days later or something. But I got you now. I followed you. And there we go. And what we're going to do is come over here and say, save this. Save it. Got the original character before we modified the texture map. Or the UV map section. Okay, so there we go. Now what we're going to do is, let's see, date. There we go. Now we're more in there. There we go. And looks like we need to move a lot more, though. Maybe quite a bit too much. So, try that. And then, I don't know how. I'm gonna see how they handle that. Not that. Actually, there we go. Okay, it's there. He is. Let me see that. Bring it. I think it's. So I think it may be this. Rotate that. I don't know if it's going to be right or not, but I think it'll be hard to tell. So I'm going to go into there and say rotate and select 90? Negative 90. Get that wrong. I feel like that would be it. Oh, let's try that. File, export, and update it when at on. Right on, brother. Right on. There we go. So I'm going to see, just a matter of moving it and getting it. So I got the UV map. So I think it's stretching a little bit of the map. That out. It's a little bit. Have you heard of Stuff Creation Studio? No, I don't. Never heard of that. I'm not sure what that is. Is that like some kind of AI thing, or? I was looking at like Markham 3D. He was showing like an AI plugin, and then there's Midjourney, which takes and makes like you basically describe what you want them to see. Okay, I'll check it out. Now what I'm going to do is... Oh, okay. Cool. I'll check it out. So This is... We're gonna do this, and let me take a look at that, okay? That didn't get updated, though. Yeah, that's way too far away. Oh, I see why it's getting discontinuous there. Yeah, okay. Why does it not update over here? Maybe because we have to... What does it take to update it over here, though? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that went way too far. You have to reopen it over here, and that refreshes it by selecting the file again over here in the node. I guess that's the only way to do it. I don't know. Or is there like a refresh? But I went too far. Yeah, I went way too far. So what we're going to do is back over here. And we're going to move that piece right there. That file, export. It's a matter of getting it just the right area. Just need to bring it down a little bit and shift it kind of to the front a little bit. Bringing that. Oh, okay, is he working on the rigging it? Is he working on rigging some stuff for you? Once that's done, then I will update. Okay. So, and then I'll grab over here, and then the update, it takes a little bit to pull it in. There we go. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll refresh it over in cycles, too. Oh, that's cool, man. I hope the work goes well. For that, yeah, we're pretty much right. This is just going to take a little bit of, like, finesse and working through it. I know there's an image editor kind of thing in Blender. That file. Then I'm assuming the other side is up further, but it may be in a different part of the map. I just don't know. I'm not sure. I do not know. I do not know. And I'll probably have to be going here pretty soon, too, because it's getting kind of later in the afternoon. And I'm going to have to go meet my wife. I'll walk home with her. Well, that's cool. He has his own project. Awesome. That is awesome, man. Go. And we're going to do that. And we will set over here in Blender again. That should be quite a bit better. Back to cycles and see where rank is now. It's probably too big. I'm probably going to have to resize it too. Have to rotate it a little bit. This is just like little tedious work. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but when you get a chance, sounds good, man. Why, do you have something? Oh, work out a deal for my services, work or something? So that one is, okay. Yeah, like, probably that. I would say that, say, rotate. And then what I'm gonna do is scale it a little bit. I think it's, oh, let's leave it for right now. Okay, yeah, definitely will, man. Are you talking about like Facebook Messenger? I don't know what I could work on for you because a lot of stuff you're doing is over in Unreal, so I just don't have a lot of experience on it. Yeah, let's do that. And what we're gonna do is that's done. So let's do this back over in Blender. Reload this. Yeah, I need to get the textures a little bit better there. Probably the way I have a friend who has more Blender experience than I do. And if you saw on my channel, you see the Backrooms video that I did. We worked on that together. And he is good at UV editing, so probably what I could do is maybe ask him for a little help or advice on that. I don't think what I'm doing is working, but it's not the best way. There's got to be a better way to. Oh yeah, that's good. Maybe a little bit more rotation. Let's go about like that. Okay, rotate. Now, do a little scaling too, I guess, right? Yeah, it needs to be scaled. No, normal map is not going to help the placement too much. I would need a normal or a bump map if I wanted to give this height, or yeah, if I wanted to give it height or whatever, but I'm not too worried about that. I could use a normal or bump map, or I could even do some displacement here. Even a displacement map, but I think that I'm fine with the way it is right now. Yeah, I could do something like that, but I'm not too terribly worried about it right now. Scale. And I would put it right about there. Maybe even scale it some. Ah, come on. Scale it right about like that. Put it right there. Then scale. I'm putting the rank on his uniform. Light suit. Scale. And there, and file, export. Yeah, that's too big. That was too big, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like now. That gets done. Bring it back over there. I don't know if you can bake like normal maps or bump maps from color map. I'm not sure how that works. I know how to bake procedural. Like if I can make a procedural texture, I know how to bake that procedural texture. I've done that. That's pretty cool. I enjoy working. But that. We're gonna like that, and we're gonna say modified image so that we update that right there. That should be significantly smaller right now. Yep. And then we should also update cycles over here to see how it looks like on the show. We're going to have one on the other side too, so we'll probably have to do this work on the other side. Really what I should do is really contact my friend about this. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about size. So this is just kind of eyeballing it, you know? So what I need to do is go and grab that, and I'm gonna move this one. Looks like I need to move it a little bit there. So yeah, and then I'm gonna move it a little bit in like that, and then I should be, but I'm probably gonna have to go here in a few minutes. Got to there we go. All right. It looks pretty good like that. I think it's lined up pretty well. In rotation-wise, you know what I mean? Could do that. Okay, and then I am going to refresh this one. See how it looks there? Yeah. Mainly want to get it in the right position, then I can scale it whatever I want. I'm not sure if it's even in the right position for, I think it is. That's pretty much almost dead on right now. Yeah, just a little bit more. Yeah, now file export, so export, and then that one, and take this as soon as that one's done. Good, man. There we go. That should be perfect. That's done. We'll check it over there. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to come in and talk to us. We are a supportive community. Love to get to know and hang out with you as well. And also, if you're watching it show later on, thank you so much. I need to work on the tutorial for auto-rigpro. Haven't. We'll do that. And now we're going base color modified. We're going to that cycle. I think we should. Oh yeah, we're dead on almost. That dead on. Yeah, that looks. Yeah. There. Did with the texture map, but it looks a lot better there. Good. I don't know if those. I may have to rotate it to face forward. I'm not sure exactly how. There, but it's definitely aligned. I was going to do it on both sides. I'll have to figure out that other side. But I think I'm going to talk to my friend about that, about how to like texture map manipulation. I think what I did worked, but I think there's got to be a better way to do it. But thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. And Snake Eyes, Declassified, thank you for being here today. I do appreciate it, my friend. And like I said, if you're new to the show, thank you so much for coming by and spending time with us. And hope to see you around. Hope to see you maybe sometime in the chat. Like I said, I need to get to work on those the auto-rigpro tutorials, which I plan to do. Let's see here. There it is. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week and weekend. If I don't get a chance to talk to you again, Snake Eyes Declassified. I don't have another stream planned for this week. I might do a few next week, or maybe I have a surprise stream tomorrow. Depends. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, hope you have an amazing rest of your day and a fantastic upcoming weekend, my friend. Take care. and I'll talk to you soon. See you later, everyone. Woo! See you later.